Willie, god damn. That's the coldest shit I've ever heard in my life. Listen here, I'm Dap Sugar Willie.
The lady's pet, the man's fret, and the punk's pinup boy.
I'm out here pimping these hoes. These hoes need to be pimped, pimp.
They need management.
Hoe management. Hey, close that door for me. Bobby, take that.
Reflections after argument music.
Just had a fight with my woman over something trivial told.
Fan turned this in. Fan produced this.
I think she get it from my mama. Her bitterness passed down from home. Tip for tat when I'm calling out her trauma. She too defensive to listen, I'll call so. Look at I got problems. You got the type of advice that I need. I couldn't get the home to mention Sylvie. They know it's hard another time that I need. Between working or being so plain, what's the time zone? So I figured I'd call it early. Turn my life down, mercy. I got you to me. Forcing is the show. Forcing is the show. So just lay back in my hands. Everybody tell me
we need that phone.
I don't care.
Ladies and gentlemen, you already know what it is. A new mansions on Dash Talk X. You already know how we get down up in here. We got some real shit to deal with. We got a hell of a topic. The big homie Corey Holcomb is in the building. BlackPedro is in the building, as well as Bobby Glanton-Smith. We got some real shit to talk about. Bobby, did you ever see the topic?
No, I didn't, Joe.
Damn, Bobby. But trust me, this is a topic that's in your wheelhouse. We gonna speak on some real shit tonight. You dig? So don't be afraid to chime in. The hotline, the number to dial is 323-230-4610. That's 323-230-4610. I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. Before I even get started, let's do it this way. Let's just do it this way. I got to promote a couple of things. You know, dig? The first thing I got to promote is Black Enlightenment app. Go get the app right now. Black Enlightenment app, your one-stop shop to help you keep up with the issues related to our community. This app contains news, community news in each city across the United States. That's black related. What the fuck is going on in the hood? It's an app for that. Black Enlightenment app. Travel information related to traveling at home, domestically, or abroad. Might be nigga travel agents.
The new version of the Green Book, huh?
You under dig? I like that, Bobby. Damn. He gave that to y'all. Restaurant reviews, all of that is on Black Enlightenment app. Go get it right now. Download it right now. Then, I've been using these. This is Beal sauce. I've been using these. This man sent me a case of this. 3 different kinds of hot sauce. He's got a non-hot sauce. It's hot sauce, but it ain't hot. It's called Schmuckatelli. I poured a bottle and a half of that on some Pizza Hut. Shit is delicious. Then he's got Gunny Fire and Sergeant sauce. Very good. I pour both of these on bags of Lay's. I know I shouldn't be eating, but fuck it. Shit is delicious. And then go to BealSauce.com. I'm rushing through this because we got a topic. If you just tuned in, this is the voice of reason, aka Mansions. We about to go ham and eggs up in this motherfucker. Total Package Energy, the number 1 energy drink in the world, in my opinion. It should be selling more than 5-Hour Energy. It should be selling more than Red Bull. Should be selling more than all of these guys. Go to TotalPackageEnergy.com. Tell them Zoe Williams sent you. Best energy drink in the world. And then also, Zoe Williams is out here slanging literature. Part 1, Part 2. This came out in 2015, The Relationship Dismount, How to Stick the Landing When Exiting a Toxic Relationship. Available on Amazon.com in 3 different formats. Audible, Kindle, and paperback. You want The Relationship Dismount? Go to Amazon.com. They'll take care of you. Now, if you want my latest book, which came out on Valentine's Day this year, The Holographic Relationship, you can only get the paperback from me. Go to my website, IamZoeWilliams.com. Do it today because I'm going to the post office tomorrow. Anybody who ordered books yesterday, your shit will go out tomorrow. You understand? Do it now. IamZoeWilliams.com. Let's move 400 copies. Alright, let's see what else I got. I think that's about it. I think that's it. So let's just get right down to the nitty motherfucking gritty. I got a topic today, man, that I think is important. My homeboy Corey talks about it quite a bit, and I think it's a topic that we need to have. And I'm going to tell you why. Nipsey Hussle just passed away. That was a down-ass motherfucker. Doing shit in the community. Building shit. Investing in the community. Reinvesting in the community. It looked like he had a down-ass woman. Men seem to have a difficult time picking a down-ass woman. A lot of niggas don't even know how to do it. A lot of niggas is lazy for pussy. Lazy niggas, you know, lazy for pussy is that means this nigga's tap dancing, hopping through hoops, and you know, or settling for big. I don't want to say something fucked. Because somebody was telling me about the interracial dating and how black men tend to date the big, fat, sloppy.
Ha!
The big, fat, sloppy, bill-paying. The one that's built like a sidewalk Sunday. Just.
Yeah, middle linebackers on.
Yeah. So that's lazy for pussy. So. I talked to Corey earlier today, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna pull this topic out, and that's what we should do today. Today on Mansions, Corey Holcomb, BlackPedro, and Bobby Glanton-Smith will help me break it down. Do most black men have a problem with most black women? If so, why? A deeper look at the complex love-hate relationship between American black men and women. Can a boss bitch be an excellent wife and helpmate at the same damn time? What's the difference between bitches and bullies? A lot of lazy motherfuckers who love bitches. We have to have this conversation. I think I got the right panel in here tonight. Who's more responsible for the rise of the black boss bitch? Better education, better employment, feminist ideas, VH1 programming, the rising tide of weak men, or all of the above? God damn, that was a heavy question. The number to dial is 323-230-4610. We got the right panel. Is the environment of corporate America a perfect breeding ground for bitch-ass-ness in males and bitchcraft, not witchcraft, bitchcraft in females? Females get in corporate America and learn how to maneuver, manipulate, and will use that shit against the nigga that she said she was in love with. Let that nigga cross her, let her down, not fulfill these unrealistic expectations, and she will use the full force of the system as it is currently constructed against your bitch ass. I had that conversation with my son. I was telling him, like, don't think this motherfucker won't turn on you now.
Count on it.
Boy, what's your definition of loyalty in today's current society? Who are we most loyal to? Are we most faithful to our ideas and agendas, or our intimate partners? Are these motherfuckers just tools to bring about what we expect? This shit about to be crazy, man. This shit. Corey Holcomb. Share that mic with him, Pedro. Slide that mic over to Corey. Corey, what the fuck is going on? Why niggas have a hard time picking the right woman? Does the right woman look a certain way, behave a certain way? Or do bad women know how to mimic the right woman's behavior and suck motherfuckers in? Talk to me, Corey.
Every bit that ain't living right, meaning the will of all these gods. I done got a pretty good definition. Most of these these trendy religions, they all got the same goal, but ain't none of the bitches living it. They obey their master. And as a result of this, the black family is destroyed. If you see a husband, a wife, and 2 kids together, that is worth following and watching how the fuck they get. That is worth stopping your car where you was going and just follow these motherfuckers. Stake out. Put a tent in your motherfucking car and figure out how the fuck did that happen. There's a man, a black woman, and 2 black kids, and they together looking happy.
Tap the phone in the basement.
What the fuck happened? How did y'all pull that off? This bitch got a job? Well, I know she hates you. At work, she is trained to know you ain't shit, and she is everything. That's what Caucasian America teaches them. When they go to work, you the problem. But let's just say 2 black people work. The man work and the woman work. How is that gonna work? Because ain't no nigga on his feet taking shit from no motherfucking bitch. Unless you a weak, nothing ass motherfucker. That's why I want to follow this family and see how they made it. How the fuck did y'all make it?
Are you saying the black nuclear family is an endangered species?
I'm saying almost every time I see a man and woman with kids living together, it's a nigga walking around with his tail between his legs. That's basically the only way you could pull it off if you just be led. You can't lead shit unless you are smart enough. This is where it's our fault. Unless you're smart enough to find the virtuous woman.
Wow.
And if you don't know how to get one, you just out here fucking bitches. It seems like it's disrespectful to call your lady a bitch, but really look at her. What is she about?
You gotta know.
What is she about? What does she do to make her stand out where you like, oh my God, this bitch is worth dying for? This is somebody who I really motherfucking must protect and make sure that her legacy lives on. Most of the time you with a bitch where you might protect her because you don't want nobody to think you weak.
Right.
That's the only reason you take up for the bitch. Because most of the time the mother on the other side is right. You be like, he telling you right, bitch, shut the fuck up. I'll tell you that at home you don't listen.
It's a goddamn movie theater. Shut up.
Right. Shut your monkey ass up. So that's all I'm saying, man.
Oh shit.
The bottom line, man, to find them gems, them hidden gems in society is not easy, man. But you owe it to yourself and your legacy to find that. Because if not, you're going to have a baby by a nothing ass bitch and have a bum ass motherfucking kid who out here running the streets ain't about shit. Damn. And you're going to die knowing, damn, my legacy wasn't shit while I was here. That's all, folks. I'm just saying.
BlackPedro, your thoughts on what Corey just shared.
Oh man, agree with a lot of that, brother, for sure. Can't argue with none of that. One thing I will say though is you brought up a point of the possibility of the black nuclear family being endangered, and I'm gonna even question if it really ever had a chance to exist and flourish in America at all. If we think about one of our fallen soldiers, Mr. Bill Cosby. His iconic show, The Cosby Show, the reason why most, America latched onto it, I mean, this was the first time we saw a black family come up, singing together, dancing together, happy, doctor, lawyer, mother, dad, you know what I mean? Like, I knew families like that growing up in Detroit, believe it or not, you know what I mean? Like, we had a whole African diaspora there. I knew the worst niggas in the world and the doctor, lawyer families too, you know what I mean? Like, everybody's there in Detroit. Rich niggas, poor niggas, everything. But the reason the Cosby Show was such a phenomenon is because America couldn't even understand that site. That was a whole new thing to them. And even for some black people, it was this almost this fantasy, this TV show. Oh, we gonna go watch this, but we don't really see this in America like that. You know what I mean? So,
Right.
Doctor, lawyer, black families?
What's that?
Doctor, lawyer, black families?
I mean, it's not perpetuated as a thing. I'm not saying they don't exist, but I'm just saying like it's not like your white family where the whole community, the whole block, half the block works at the same firm and the wives do it. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like that.
Well, BlackPedro, here's the fantasy.
Yeah.
Here's the fantasy part of it, because you can't leave the Hollywood out of it. In the 80s, that house was worth a couple $1 million in Brooklyn, Brownstown. Now that shit like $8 million. First off, we got to look at. You got to understand, I always tell people, man, if you start doing the research on the money, the real war is economics. This is why Martin Luther King was killed. When that motherfucker started saying, hey, we finna come get our check, okay, this nigga's onto something. We can't talk about that. Money is a part of racism. This is why we will redline you at the bank. We will redline you in one of the biggest wealth builders in America, which is property. You can't live over here. You can buy your house over there. Your money is no good over here. Do you get what I'm saying? So the Cosby part, yes, it was good to see a black family balling, but that was unrealistic.
That's what I'm saying. That's my point.
Black people have 2.6% of the nation's wealth.
That's my point. Yeah.
So just the whole family in itself on TV like that's not real. And the new version of that is Blackish. You niggas, that house they film in is $3-4 million house, and you're an advertiser, nigga. That's a $3-4 million house over there that they filming this shit in.
With a big head that's flat in the back. Them niggas never advance in life. Anybody who head flat in the back ain't about shit.
That's evolution.
Right.
Niggas is part reptilian.
Right. Your skull is flattened out, nigga.
But do you see what I'm saying? So Black people always get fed a lie, and then we aspire to achieve the lie. It's fucked up, especially in the Hollywood game. Bobby, your thoughts?
As soon as Corey described some scenarios, I kind of went back in my period of life where growing up in a small town in the South where we had to be close. It wasn't any other option but to be close. So I grew up around craftsmen. I grew up around hustlers and a sprinkling of black professionals. The people that stood out the most was people like Mr. Fred Lyons and his wife, Miss Addie Lee. Because Mr. Fred was the father in the community for the fatherless. And Miss Addie, God rest her soul, and Brother Freddie, they were the example of what it means to be responsible for a community. And I saw men who worked with their hands, got dirty, signed their check with an X, brought it home, gambled off some money, because he took the money to the wife, and she made sure the bills got paid, the house was clean, so when you went to visit one of your friends that had a mother and father in the home, you saw structure. So the possibilities range from a professional situation like the dentist, Dr. Patterson and his wife, to the people that worked every day in the fields, picking cotton and all that kind of stuff. I'm old enough to remember those days. So we had a range of visual options. And some of even the gangsters were responsible cats. They would sponsor the local baseball teams, football teams, and that kind of thing, and throw the little kids that didn't have nobody. They make sure you wasn't just, toothless and homeless.
Wouldn't let you overdose?
That's true. That's real talk.
No, you're going to kill
No,
yourself.
man. That's real talk. And what's missing in the present picture are those examples of people that don't have to be on either end, but somewhere what's left of the middle. Because that's attainable. I saw an article the other day that said, if you are a plumber in modern day America, you are highly sought after. You have very little debt, and you can work anywhere in the world. But we emphasize on the extremes, the people that ain't doing nothing and the people that's got something. We're not looking at the folks that you got a chance of being if you have a work ethic, a little discipline, and some ambition. Now, here's how we mess up with the women part of that. The sisters, in many instances, don't look at that brother in the middle as a possibility.
Ooh, that's like that one sister that was here when Corey told her. He said, look, what you need is a good man that worked for UPS. You remember? And she was like, get the fuck out of here. I ain't fucking with no nigga from UPS.
Which one was that? That little bitty girl?
No. That was the Malaya, the stripper.
Oh.
Remember?
All the bitches.
But she don't care if it's a girl or a guy. I'm just keeping it real.
What the fuck?
She just wants something to take care of her because of her body.
Oh, wow.
I ain't hating on her for that. I'm just saying. It's like we figured you out. You ain't that hard to figure out.
No, but that's a major point though. As soon as Bobby said plumber, that was my first thought. Was like, well, what bitches are really out there like? So you got them. If they ask you about laying pipe, they it's some sexual. They want that bedtime thing. They ain't really thinking about trade skills and what that means for their security and their future. They looking at the rap videos or whatever.
Right.
Most bitches I know are beneath the plumber.
Ooh.
They have no education. They have nothing. They offer nothing but some other nigga kids in debt. That's the only thing they come with. And if you say that, they'll be like, oh, he don't like women. Okay, but tell me where I'm wrong.
Did I lie though?
You offer nothing. Bitch, you don't even own that car. You owe $9,000 on an 05 Charger. Your life upside down.
Oh God.
You can't do nothing but fuck me and take these couple of $100 that I'm willing to put on your counter as I peel off in your neighborhood with no respect at all.
So you saying, even though a lot of times, and particularly black men have to hear, get your shit together, from sisters. You got to get your shit together, man. We can't move this shit forward until you get your shit together. Are you saying there are as many black women out there with their shit not together, demanding that they have a man with his shit together? Corey?
Motherfuckers that ain't shit are attracted to motherfuckers that ain't shit. It is disrespectful when a woman tell you to get your shit together when everything she got is probably from public assistance or something like that. Because if you're a working class bitch, only gonna put up with you for so long.
Wow.
I bet you got a job.
Yeah.
Because in life, when you go to work and come back and somebody there who ain't been to work, it's a natural jealousy to come out of you. It's a natural jealousy. You like, man, I've been busting my ass all week, and this motherfucker ain't doing shit. But bitches fuck with motherfuckers like that because of the misery part. When are we going to be able to say that some people have a thirst for misery?
Wow.
And you try to blame the person who ain't got shit. No, this bitch fuck with me because I ain't shit.
Misery loves company.
I can prove it to you. When this bitch leave me, I'm going to get another one. Just like her, on the other level and everything. Got a little job and all that shit. And she gonna move me in with her kids I don't know and trust me around them and shit. Because they ain't shit. They ain't shit. It's just nobody tell them they ain't shit. I go to this once again. Cardi B admitted to motherfucking drugging motherfuckers and setting them up.
Wow.
America ain't even in outrage about the bitch.
Didn't say nothing. Bill Cosby went to jail in 45 minutes. They sent that motherfucker to jail in 40. They sent him to jail. BlackPedro, Corey got a point. What's your thoughts on it?
No, all day. And on the other end, I could speak about, being my ex. We fucking both went to the same elite university in America. She got a PhD. I'm a stand-up comic. But I'm the one going to 2-3 jobs. She's the one laying it. She's also a daddy's girl, used to being taken care of. So even when they have the education and they got it on paper, sometimes they still don't hustle and go get it. Sometimes they still want to be posted up and be taken care of. And like Corey said, when you come home and that bitch is on the couch or she's still in bed, and then she's like, I'm hungry. I'm like, well, bitch, you ain't ate nothing all day. You didn't get up and eat, and I'm making her dinner now too. After making her lunch, after going to work. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Damn.
After a while, you look where you like, dude, that's pimping backwards.
So let me ask you this, Bobby. Which gender financially shames the other gender more? Black men shaming black women or black women shaming black men?
Well, in the modern era, it's the women that are making more money, across the board, in most instances, and they bring that up routinely. In my era, that was the weight that we carried. We brought the bread home, and it became problematic in the sense that every chance a woman would get, she would figure out a way to either spend money that you didn't have, or put you on an arc where you was going to eventually crash, being the man, and dealing with putting the kids through cotillion and all of this stuff that ain't really going nowhere, and raising expectations till they're unrealistic. And by the time he's broken down and sick, he's out of luck.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to Mansions, Wednesdays, 5 to 7 p.m. on Dash Talk X. I'm Zoe Williams, your host. My homeboys is in the house right now. Corey Holcomb of the 5150 Show. BlackPedro of Savage as Fuck, right? And of course, Real Men Don't Play with Bobby Glanton-Smith. Today's topic: do most black men have a problem with most black women? If so, why? A deeper look at the complex love-hate relationship between American black men and women. Now, I ask this question because I always say, man, to the victor go the spoils.
Yeah.
The white man won. This is his system. Niggas is in it. Right? We don't have an alternative system to present to the woman. So naturally, our women in general fuck with power. They gravitate to power. And if we as men want to claim black women, we got to have some level of power, correct? Mm-hmm. And if we don't have it, we look like the white man's stepchild to them. Corey?
I just feel like that's in a society where principles aren't first.
Go ahead.
Power is what works in America. That's why these bitches ain't shit. But if we lived in a society where principles were important, it'd be a whole bunch of men of color in charge of things. So I just don't want the women who hearing this to think that power is what they supposed to go after. You should go after somebody who got some principles.
Wow.
Funky bitch.
Give us 3 principles they should look for. Because that's a hell of a point.
Well, the number one principle that somebody should look for when they meet somebody is morality.
Wow.
Is this person in possession of what is necessary to take care of another person? Because if you're not a moral person, you can't do shit for nobody else. That's the number one. Morals. Now the others I think is up and down. You can say, you can say this, that, and the other. Right. But why not throw in if a man has some drive? Some drive. Right. A man with drive, that's somebody you can get behind because eventually it's gonna hit. If it don't hit, he cursed. If you've been driving for shit your whole life and nothing never worked out, it's time to look back at your principle. Like, what the fuck? Wait, there's something wrong. Why the fuck it ain't never hit? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. And then, I mean, like, you can add the other ones in however you want to add it in, but if the man ain't got no moralities in this principle game, what the fuck can you do with him? That goes for a woman, too.
Wow.
I think a lot of women fail to recognize consistency in a man too. Like you could be there day in, day out doing that thing. That one day you miss, that's the day they harp on. You know what I mean? That's the thing they want to focus on. Is like why didn't you do that? And sometimes not realizing that, but this brother's been here for you every other day, and this one time this thing happens, and now all of a sudden he's not that man. He's not that. So I think. See that consistency in your brother too. The brother who shows up every day, does that thing without being told to. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And don't focus on the few, maybe 1 time, 2 times he doesn't or can't come to it.
But I always say this, and I'm gonna throw it to Bobby. I always say, can you identify 5 currencies within a man's character, within his spirit, that's not connected to his wallet? A good woman can see, this dude got, like Corey said, morals, ethics, drive, integrity. You understand what I'm saying? He's trustworthy. Like there's other currencies other than what's in a man's wallet. But the way society is set up, the wallet leads. Bobby?
Well, capital is oftentimes not completely understood by the general population. By that I mean, if you are able to solve problems through your network, through your association, sometimes if you're not a mechanic and one of your best friends who you have done some things for is a mechanic and your old lady like, well, my car just broke down, you can pick up the phone instead of having to go in your wallet and save her $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. All right, so a lot of times we have to really look at what is truly valuable. Can you fix things? And if you're not a manual person, do you have other skills that become currency in a time of need?
A motherfucker getting up under that sink, like you said, and changing out that goddamn pipe, that's a value, that's a currency.
I'll give you an example. If you got a kid, like Corey said, a lot of times brothers end up in situations where they're with a woman who's got kids. And since they wasn't raised in an organized fashion, they get in trouble. So the woman wants to operate from that emotional level and say, are you going to kick in on the bail to get this boy out of jail? Now, what I will contribute to is a lawyer. Now, he's going to sit there in jail, Because you can't get that money back.
Right, and he need to learn that lesson too.
Forget the lesson. That's just money down the drain.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And since neither of us is rich, we have to be pragmatic. Oh, you don't care about my son. I didn't get him locked up.
Right.
Okay. Now, I'm going to contribute, but I'm going to do it pragmatically because I know this lawyer who specializes in this situation. He'll work with us.
Right.
All right. And we're going to find out if the nigga did it. Because if he did it, then it's time to really get real because you get ready to put your house up.
And lose this
It's
motherfucker.
gone.
Right.
And we fucked up now. You know, so there's certain ways you have to look at what can you do to make a person's life better and will they receive it as something of value.
And another value, I'm going to throw it to you right now, Corey, another value that I think gets overlooked, because again, we already talked about money being the chief currency in those kind of transactional relationships. But I have a story where my oldest son and daughter, their mother acknowledged me policing the neighborhood. So the kids, our kids, would not be affected by the gangs in the neighborhood. I went out into the streets. You met that one kid that motherfucker was a captain in that shit.
Mm-hmm.
I pulled that motherfucker to the side and said, this is my son. This is my daughter. Let me talk to you about your gang affiliation. And I built a relationship with that dude. When he see me in the streets, what's up, Pops? Their mother acknowledged that currency in me. She said, you know what? These little motherfuckers couldn't have walked the streets if it wasn't for you going into the streets, talking to these kids. I asked the gang member, I said, what you doing out here? I mean, I ain't no narc or nothing, nigga, but what the fuck are you doing out here? You niggas moving weight? What's happening? What the fuck is going on? And whatever they told me, I just said, what's your end game? Because you do know, whatever the fuck you doing, you being watched, and that shit is allowed to continue so you could get lax and then get popped. Don't think that, nigga, you done somehow beat the game, nigga. Nah. So I started talking to these niggas about chess. Beginning game, middle game, end game. What's your end game, nigga? And when they mama found out that that's what I was doing, she was like, okay, I got to acknowledge this. What can you, ladies, talking about getting your shit together, what can you acknowledge in a man that has nothing to do with his wallet, that is of high character, integrity, and quality? Can you do it? If you can't do it, then what does that mean? For most men, what does that mean? That means that kind of woman has a price, can be bought, can be sold. She's basically a product of society. Corey?
If I didn't grow up with your kids, I ain't gonna lie. I don't give a fuck about your kids. I mean, like, some kids you grow up with them, so you be like, okay, I got a little love for them. I seen them go from 8 to 18. You know what I'm saying? That's different.
Right, right.
But I had a bitch call me, and this just a bitch I fuck with from here and there. Talk about her son and got in trouble. The police say he shot somebody. Can you help me? Because I need to get a lawyer. I was like, straight up, I said this shit. I ain't gonna even lie to you. Yeah. You talking about your son? I met that time. I think he did. Your son ain't shit. I'm here to tell you. I'm glad he gonna be locked up, and I ain't got to say hi to him when I come over and fuck you.
The same little nigga that was watching me wash up in the sink.
Right. He little 19-year-old boy, scandalous than a motherfucker. Scandalous than a motherfucker. Most bitches don't give a fuck if he did it or not.
Oh, shit.
They just want him to get away with it.
Wow.
They ain't got no morals. They ain't about shit. That's why he ain't about shit. This bitch I'm talking about has been married 3 times since I've known her.
Damn.
And every time I wait it out and be back fucking. So what the fuck is you, no matter how long I've known you, you are a tool. The only difference between you and that screwdriver and hammer and that toolbox is I gotta hear you say something. You're a tool. I use you to screw things in. And it's time we start telling women that we fuck with, not as bluntly as that. Give them their role. Baby, if I could do better, I would. It's just right now you all I got. I'm not gonna go out my way to help you do nothing extraordinary. From the sandwich and Subway, I got all of that. I can fuck you and know you ain't shit and deal with the consequences that come with it. Because I know I got a problem with fucking. I like to fuck a bitch. I don't like to love a bitch or cover a bitch, but I like to fuck you. And I love closing the door, that feeling. It's an energy when you close a bitch door, you know it hurt her. You know it hurt. I hate when they walk you to the door. No, I want to close it. I love this sound. That is the shit.
Echoes in the hallway.
Right. The neighbors know it. Oh, that nigga just left. He about to peel out. So I'm just saying, it's like, I'm not a victim of no bitch. I never can act like I'm a victim of a bitch. I am blessed enough to know you ain't shit after I'm around you a little while. After I hear you talk a little bit, see you walk a little bit, I know enough about you. Or I'll put it like this. My instincts is what I trust when I'm out here. Because I'm out here. You get what I'm saying? Ain't shit bitches, they're a dime a dozen. I never get mad at them. I expect you to fuck me over.
Wait to see how she do it.
Right. What took you so long?
There you are.
Right.
There you are.
That's the word. There you are.
Oh.
That's who I was waiting to see.
There you are, bitch. You get what I'm saying?
I say I've gotten a lot better at that myself. I didn't always have that perspective, but my last relationship definitely got me to and especially in this town of LA, man, I mean, these women here, they just trained in it. Like, they'll learn about cars and shoes and all this shit, not because they give a fuck about that shit. They're just trying to use it as a measure of the niggas they looking at in the club or wherever the fuck they at. You know what I mean? So, we're definitely at a level where, you know, going back to Dre, these bitches ain't shit out here. Like, they're really just looking at a man as a dollar sign and how to get to another place. And you know, we talked about it, the power that they love.
But here's the thing that pissed me off, though.
Here's
the thing that pissed me off. If that's the case, why aren't women more bold about it? This is just who we are, nigga. This is what we about. I'm trying to see what the fuck you got.
Because then we could just openly call them hoes and bitches, right? And like, because then, if it was that, no, they still got to play a game
It's
of.
the same thing you do with white people.
Go ahead, Bob. Corey, speak directly into the mic. These niggas complaining.
I'm sorry. I just have to say this. Nobody goes around and calls white people devil, rotten, crooked motherfuckers. But their history in this country indicates. You could say that and they can't even argue. But it's the same thing with our women. We know this bitch ain't shit. We know you have to get me and I'm going to look like the bad guy. But I'm just saying. We live in a country where when you speak the truth and when you talk straight up, you look like the bad guy. But all you're doing is telling the truth.
Are women ever really, I'm talking about sisters and brothers. Are sisters and brothers ever really satisfied with one another? Bobby.
Satisfied?
That's what I said. Content.
We don't even know how to define satisfied.
Ooh, go ahead, Bobby.
That can be compartmentalized into, are you sexually satisfied? Are you spiritually satisfied?
Keep going, Bobby.
Are you financially satisfied?
Mm-hmm.
So we end up with these segments where that may apply. You know, you might have a guy or a girl that you with, and it's the bomb.
What about overall?
That's rare as a hound's tooth.
I love that shit.
Rare's a hound's tooth.
Contrast, Bobby is brilliant with that shit.
That's rare as a hound's tooth. What the fuck? Go ahead, Bobby.
And that's really the root of our problem. And I'm surprised we even able to even have this discussion now. It's so bad.
Mm-hmm.
And we're so far removed from the solutions to our problems. Some people say I'm too simplistic. It can't be that simple. I didn't say it wasn't hard. I said it's simple.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not willing to fight, die, and kill for what you believe in, you will end up living in absolute chaos. In the midst of prosperity, money is being made in record proportions. And yet you walk out this door and you see people littered like trash on the sidewalk.
As 3 alpha males in here, do you guys think women would prefer a financially secure beta male? He's more attractive than a freedom-loving, slow to start, late blooming alpha male.
They found a way to have both.
Uh-oh.
In many instances. They didn't write that song for nothing, cheating in the next room.
Uh-oh. Tell us, Bobby.
Talking softly on the telephone. Okay. But what I mean about that is this. As we have transformed from the age where men were, the rulers of the roost, the sole provider, to an age where men are challenged financially and emotionally. Because if you allow somebody to define you externally, that's really going to be your problem, and then it's going to become society's problem. Because there's never been a successful run in terms of a dynasty when there were not defined roles and structure to make sure that the next generation had those same values and those core beliefs. That everybody is good for something. The minute you got that a nigga ain't shit in the mix, man, it's gonna get crazy. And that's where we are right now. This shit is crazy.
The brother Icy Pablo in the chat room says, women will take money over anything. True or false?
Look what he got, Wendy Williams.
I mean, I definitely believe that. I definitely
She was the boss.
Yeah. I think what women try and do, they try and get that alpha male, but when they can't conform him out of his alphaness, then they default to the beta dude. And maybe have that another alpha on the side or something, but they're gonna try and get that alpha first, and then it's like, all right, well, let me just get this beta nigga and his money, and then all right.
I know.
But even if
Go ahead.
Even if they have the money, and it's usually as a result of not being compatible with an alpha male. Wendy Williams is a great example. She sit up on television right about solving everybody's problem. Now we done got to what the real is. Not only did she not have a man, she ended up with the polar opposite.
Yep.
And out of ego and pride, he kept wanting to, be with women. Ended up not impregnating her, but another broad. And now this nigga done come out of the woodwork saying that I'm going with him too.
Corey? Speaking to the mic, bro.
Wait. The nigga did what? Who came out the woodwork and said
Wendy
that?
Williams.
Her husband, whatever you want to call him, got a boyfriend.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. this big swole nigga fat. Wow. I be saying this shit, people be like, why everybody in Hollywood ain't gay? Motherfucking lie.
Babylon.
Never told you that.
But till I saw the look on your face, I thought you already had
You lost me with that end shit. I was like, wait a minute, what'd he say?
Nigga came out the woodwork.
You gotta fuck a nigga to marry Wendy Williams. This bitch built like a nigga. But hold on. That's even though that might be some rude shit to say. If you ever see Wendy Williams' body, whether it's big or skinny, it's not something that I'm saying a man who lusts a shapely woman will want.
It doesn't elicit erection.
Right. That foot in the air is an erection stopper. That foot in the air. But no, this is some real shit. So that question you asked,
Yeah.
let me tell you something, man. A woman will always pick the lane with money.
Ooh.
And she might even think she winning.
Mm.
But let me tell you something, Zoe. When a woman stumbles across a real motherfucking man with principles who gonna stand on it. They ain't never the same. They can't even look at that motherfucker the same no more, because even if he ain't doing it intentionally, she know you can't help me be what I need to be. Even though you got the money, you can't save me. These bitches want to be saved now. I'm saying some of them are not all evil. Some of them just going with the natural flow of things. But it's bitches out here. They fucking stumble across a motherfucker with principles and who stand on his shit. And he a good-hearted motherfucker, but he ain't gonna let you play him. Can't no bitch forget about a nigga like that. She'll never be the same again. She'll be like, I'm supposed to be with this motherfucker. Even though this motherfucker gave me everything I want, I'm gonna die nothing unless I yield to what the fuck this nigga talking about, because he ain't bullshit.
How about it?
That's what happened to some of these bitches. They get cursed with knowledge. Fucking with a real motherfucker. They be like, that motherfucker will stand on what the fuck he talking about, even if he died from it. I done seen it happen to bitches before, and I be laughing. I be like, bitch, God showed you that shit on purpose to show you this bullshit you out here reading and thinking you got a diploma from. It ain't nothing. It ain't nothing like being with a real soldier motherfucker. Nothing like it.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Ain't nothing like it.
Now you're listening to the Mansion series on Dash Talk X. Let me explain a little something. There's some rules to this show, because a lot of people chime in. They come in and out of the chat room. They call in. They do all of this. But sometimes they get bits and pieces and they don't understand. We have a word here. The word we use is some but all. Some but all simply means some but not all. You get a lot of pseudo-smart motherfuckers who always want to say, but that ain't everybody. Smart niggas don't have to keep prefacing that. We know we not speaking in absolutes. So for the people who need to be pacified, some but all. Some but not all. But I can tell you this. Corey's speaking about the majority on both sides. That's why I say you got lazy niggas who will jump through hoops for common pussy. Commoner pussy. Pauper pussy. This bitch is a pauper. Like Corey said, she got an 05 Charger and she owed $9,000. She got 3 kids and you hopping through hoop on the pauper pussy side of the game. I'm just saying, not everybody. We know that there are some exceptions to the rule, but we also know those exceptions are rare. Bobby?
And it goes both ways, man, because I know guys that have done very well financially and they were nobody's fool. They knew who they were. I got a friend, I'm not going to mention his name today, you heard it many times before. The reason he's single right now is that his purpose is higher.
Wow.
And in many ways, he mimics what Corey talks about a long time, and that's why he doesn't have any kids, and this brother's a millionaire.
Oh,
and
wait, Bobby. I don't. You just said something that's so motherfucking powerful. I want you to finish that thought, if you can hold it just for one. A nigga who got a purpose is not single. That nigga's in a relationship. And a lot of bitches, a nigga who got a purpose, who is in alignment with his purpose, who is focused and locked into his purpose, is in a relationship. That nigga ain't single.
But you know what, Zoe? I can tell you this, Zoe, about what you just said right there, and we rarely disagree. Mm-hmm. If you really own your shit, do you know how hard it is to find a partner that matches you? Right. If you really doing what the fuck you supposed to do? Right. It's hard finding. You know what? In my lifetime, I done met one woman that makes me go, wow. Yeah. This motherfucker is worth it all. Yeah. Yeah. Now, I done met 2 women in my lifetime that I'd die for. But one of them blows my mind. Wow. Like, wow. Right. This is the truth. Right. This is the motherfucking truth right here. I've been waiting on you to fuck up for a while because I couldn't believe you come across as. But I believe this motherfucker really is because I done tested you. I done put shit out there for you to trip, bitch.
Right. And you didn't.
You never stumble.
See, that's
Because I'm fucked up. You see what I'm saying? That's
Right.
why I put this shit out there.
Right.
Get this bitch. You're not who I think you are. You are not the Messiah of bitches.
Who do you
are
work
not.
for? Who do you work
The
for?
Messiah of bitches.
Right. But she was.
Go ahead,
See,
Bobby.
that's the PTSD that we don't want to talk about. You know, as men, we'll put that mask on because nobody wants. I know I don't. I don't want people to know you can hurt me.
Wow. Go ahead,
I
Bobby.
don't want you to know that because 9 out of 10 times that predator gonna come out and I'm gonna get ate up. But I'm stuck with who I am. It's gonna show on my face. People done told me, man, your eyes done changed colors, motherfucker. I remember this one brother told me, said, man, I saw you from a distance, man, and I didn't do what I told you I was gonna do, nigga. You was mad down a month. I didn't say shit. The motherfucker just could read me. It's an advantage and a disadvantage because I ain't gonna try to hide it no way. But people, if they figure out how to hurt you, they will hurt you.
Wow.
And it makes you harder. And then when somebody comes along that has done nothing but been kind to you, you suspect.
Wow.
You know?
What you just said, Bobby, is so deep because I'm here to tell you, I don't be around niggas that hurt me. I get the fuck away from men that hurt me because we'll kill each other.
Right. Right.
But bitches who I know ain't shit, I will dwell around. That's a fucking vice I got.
Go ahead, Corey. Go
That's a
ahead.
vice.
Talk to us.
Ain't shit bitch can be in my presence because of her pussy hole. That's the only reason you here. Your pussy hole. But a man who I feel like ain't gonna do right by me, I get the fuck away from them. Quick. I don't fuck with them. Even though the bitches who I feel like ain't gonna do me right, I have a system set up where you only can see so much.
Right.
You don't know where I dwell.
Right.
You know where I come to meet you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You can't be in my peace zone because you'll destroy that. You bring these bitches to your house if you want to. They gon' destroy it.
Yes.
They gonna mark territory. They gonna leave hair, leave notes for the next bitch. They gonna do some shit where you just be like, why would you show yourself to be that in front of me? Do you realize I see you, bitch? I see what you did, bitch. Okay, you still wanna fuck with me after that? After I have deemed you a treacherous bitch, God damn it. After you have been deemed a treacherous bitch, it is you foolish for being around me, bitch. You on that I got you list. Get you, bitch. You gonna get it before I get it, even though I know you got something.
Let me say this, man. How many, a lot of niggas wake up not knowing that, because men get this more than women. Because women be like, he wasn't real. He didn't tell the truth. He was faking. Let's talk about the opposite. How many men wake up and not know, but then in a moment realize, damn, I was with an ain't shit bitch. A user, a manipulator, a hoe, a thought, whatever. Just wake up one day, some shit, you know how the universe do, reveal shit to you that the shit probably was right in your face all along. And then you wake up and you realize, damn, I've been used, I've been manipulated, I've been this bitch's safety net. How many men wake up to that scenario? Speak on it.
So what I know I failed to do was to use the good women in my life, my mother and my sister, who were telling me this bitch ain't shit the whole time.
Ooh.
I wasn't using that measure, and I wasn't valuing that measure. You know what I'm saying? Like these are the two most important women in my life, and they trying to send me a message. They were sweet about it. You know what I mean? But especially my sister from the jump. My sister knew it from day one. Tried to pull me aside like, nigga, this ain't the one. She just want to be taken care of. I'm like, nah, we gonna be straight.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like a dumb motherfucker. Like, so to the men out there, we have these, we have these dumbass bitches that we fuck with, but we have beautiful queens in our life too that we can look at. Our mothers, our grandmothers, our aunties, you know what I mean? Use them as measures.
BlackPedro, do men ignore the good women in their lives? I'm guilty than a motherfucker. Do men ignore, most men, ignore the advice and the counsel of good women in their lives and go on this path to still fuck with ain't shit bitches?
You know.
Do we ignore that advice the same way most women ignore their intuition?
I say we do, and I don't even think it's on purpose. I think going back to what Corey said, it's that pussy hole sometimes. Man, like sometimes you get caught up in that mission. You know what I mean? You blinders on. You don't even see it, and you fucking get blind. That's all.
Wow.
That's all.
Bobby, Corey.
It's important we talk about the consequences of our dysfunction. I'll give you an example. There's a brother that I know Corey has met and been to his home many times. The brother grows food like nobody you would ever know.
Adonijah.
And for those of you out here, verification beats conversation, just Google ADONIJAH, food forestry. There's a video on there that shows what this brother can do with his mind and his hands and his oneness with nature. All right. We are so messed up. When Nipsey passed away a few weeks ago, Adonijah reached out to me. He said, "Man, you still, got a relationship with Big U. I want to grow food in the neighborhood." We've been trying to do this for 15 years. And the reason we have been unsuccessful is because we don't see value in a brother. Because if you saw him, you'd be like, "Man, he look like Grizzly Adams."
He does.
So his appearance makes people think, "Oh man, there's no way that brother gonna be this or that." But then if you go back and look at pictures of George Washington Carver, he was a different kind of looking brother. See, we use the wrong measurements when it comes to our people and what people can do that can change your whole life. Because food is the one thing you got to consume each and every day you live.
Well, most of these motherfuckers don't even know how to cook no more.
Well, and what to cook.
And what to cook.
And what not to cook.
Most of these motherfuckers don't even realize that the pantry used to be the medicine cabinet.
Now your front yard should be your medicine cabinet.
Come on, Bobby.
But you out there mowing grass.
What are the top 3 things a man of today should be looking for as an identifier of a quality woman?
3 things?
3. I know this list can go on, but what are the top 3 things?
One is sensitivity to your vision.
Sensitivity to your vision. I like that, Bobby.
That's him.
Yeah, that's him.
That's the man right there. And the second thing would be compatibility. And the third is respect.
But respect, loyalty, trust, all of these concepts are conditional in a fear-based society.
Well, then that's why we've seen the bottom fall out.
Right.
Because if those things are absent, y'all gonna hurt each other. And it's gonna get really bad. And it's gonna discourage other people who really want the same. Everybody wants to be loved and cared for. I don't give a damn how you present yourself. What you really want is somebody that loves you and cares about you.
Corey?
Earlier, like my good brother was talking about his mother and his sister. If you are lucky enough to have a mother and sister who are moral, I want to say congratulations to everybody like that. But it's some people out here who got a scandalous ass mama. Ain't shit bitch sister. And because they are your kin, you will never out them.
Wow.
As a society.
Wow.
Just like we need to learn how to grow our own food, we need to have the courage to look your mama in the face if she ain't shit bitch and tell her, "You destroyed me as I was coming out." And it took this long for me to realize
That ain't funny, man.
you fucked my life up with your bullshit.
That's like the Exorcist 3 when the priest was possessed. Do you know how long it took us to rebuild this mind?
How about that? When you young, your mama, you listen to that shit she say. My daddy did what? There's so many people grow up thinking they daddy ain't shit. Then when they get to know their father, they be like, wow, he just didn't fuck with you, bitch.
Wow.
You wasn't worth the sacrifice. because of who you are. And nobody ever said that to you.
Wow.
Nobody ever told you, mama, you a careless motherfucker who been manipulating minds as long as I can remember. Nobody say that. Nobody say that. Everybody be like, my mama good.
Yeah.
You know your mama ain't shit.
Oh.
Wait, hey,
That's
Corey.
why you like skin and your brother dark skin. And she talking about this y'all father. Fuck out of here. You lying bitch. I love you, you lying bitch. You know what I'm saying?
I love you. You lying bitch.
You gave me life, but
That's some real shit. That's some deep shit though. Like, you know, it's like, and it's a shame that niggas gotta go either find their daddy somewhere or pay thousands of dollars in therapy to come to that relationship. Because if you're raised by an ain't shit bitch, it's gonna take some external forces to help you realize that, right? Because she gonna cloud your mind with her ain't shitness. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then your head's so when you gonna need all this external shit to get out of there. One thing of the three things that I think a man should look for in a woman, I think in addition to qualities Bobby brought up is awareness of self. One of my main things with women and one of my big accusations and complaints is that I feel like women lie to themselves more than they lie to us or anybody else in this world. I feel like oftentimes women tell themselves that they know what they want, or they just want this kind of man, or I just want a quote unquote good man, whatever that means to them, and then they get that thing and it's not enough, and then they ask for more, and then they try and change them, and then it's this thing. It's like all along you never realized what you actually wanted out of life. So an awareness of self is what I would look for most in a woman. Somebody who really, truly, as I can tell, knows themselves, knows what they want, and then, you know, that'll help clarify their understanding of me. You know what I mean? My understanding of them.
Corey, you got 3 of them?
Man, look, first of all, if you out here with a woman, you have to make sure this woman has self-confidence.
How about it?
Because if your woman ain't confident in herself, this is one of the things that make these bitches so hateful. They hate themselves. They won't empty garbage without a scarf on their head. This bitch will not leave the house without being in uniform.
She got to put on a uniform?
How can you be happy with a woman who she won't even let you see her how she really looks?
Oh my God.
You can't fix that. Bitch, you hate yourself. I don't hate myself. Yes, you do. When do I see how you really look? And I'm your man. We look, when you go to these NBA games, I wish you ever get a chance to go back in the locker room and watch how all these NBA players got these white wives. And everybody like to say it's the man and all that. It is the man. But let me tell you something. When you see your mama in disguise like a superhero, this bitch is one of the Avengers that should have turned to dust. This bitch ain't you never see her as she is. What do you think the kids gonna do? They don't want that. They just don't know how to say. They don't know how to say, I don't want a bitch that hide from herself.
From outside.
Right.
She hides from outside.
If you don't have a woman who is confident in herself, you are starting a relationship with somebody who not only don't like you for real, they don't like them for real.
Wow.
So like I said, well, if some of these things we can keep going, what's the most important or whatever, but never fuck with a woman who can't look in the mirror at herself and be proud. And when she go out, if she always
Made up
in a way, I'm talking about laying around the house, made up. Everything she do is to hide who she is. I promise you, man, that shit is you can't win with somebody like that.
You know how many times I done heard, wait a minute, let me put my face on.
Yeah.
What? Your
Every
face
day?
is on, goddammit. Let's go. We just going to the post office.
Right. We're going to the grocery store, bitch. What the fuck you got on? Full, them eyelashes. I hate the ones that look like it's about to fall off a bitch eye. The one that ain't all the way on. Bitch, do you know how stupid you look in that shit? Do you think that help your beauty?
Oh shit.
You want my spot flash? Well, you ain't gonna get it. Because you ain't got it. Somebody need to tell me that shit ain't helping you. You ain't got no eyelashes as it is because I didn't even know this, Bobby. Do you know when they put them eyelashes on, they have to pluck their real eyelashes out to get them off?
Damn.
I didn't even know that. These bitches are amphibians. They got eyelids with no lashes on them. These are amphibians. These bitches out here.
Frog bitches.
Right.
Oh shit.
I'm telling you, man. And when I tell a girl stuff like this, I see the anger. But
Fuck
the
you,
smart
Corey.
ones be like, you got a point.
Yeah, you know it.
Right.
You got a point. The ones who realize, I'm not saying it's just to dog you. I'm trying to show you what you've become.
Well, you know, when you put it in that context, it spills over into all aspects of our existence. And where I'm going with that is this. When there's the level of self-hatred
Right.
that contributes to self-doubt,
Right.
it's not mutually exclusive. Men are affected by that too.
Right.
I mean, I'm seeing guys now with hair down their back. I know it ain't all they hair. And I'm trying to figure out where we going with that.
Right.
Okay, now that we have become so self-absorbed,
Mm-hmm.
you spend more time in front of the mirror than your woman do.
Right.
How we gonna get some shit done?
Right.
That
Right.
affects us and our children, man, because at some point, it's not gonna matter how much money that you have if it's not being transferred to someone who has an appreciation for how you got it
Right.
and the importance of you not just keeping it, but being able to affect other people's lives in a positive way and still have money.
Right. And you and Corey are touching on something powerful here because what it does is Corey said something a couple shows ago. He coined the phrase. He called it toxic insecurity. Right? If you're insecure, low self-esteem, low self-worth, this goes for men and women. You can't be in control of a relationship.
You're too busy being worried and scared.
Right, and you find those kind of people are the people that are trying to control the most. They're the ones that are really trying to lock motherfuckers into expectations and try.
Have you seen that Me Too bitch?
Go ahead, man.
Have you seen her, Zoe?
Who?
The one that started
The
it?
one that started Me Too.
I ain't seen her.
Please pull up a picture of this bitch and everything Me Too will be explained. This bitch whole life she was asking, what about me? This is one of the ugliest bitches walking the planet. And Bobby, you said something about ugly bitches. You can't work with them. You remember you said that, Bobby? You said something about if a woman is ugly.
Look at Zoe's reaction. Yeah.
Do you see this bitch?
But
Do you see this bitch? Everybody who Google the Me Too bitch, look at this ugly bitch. Her problems ain't your problem. The average to attractive woman will never have the problems that woman have right there. That woman is ugly in any race.
But, you know, and you're right, based on what we consider the standard of beauty.
That's a gangbanger face bitch.
Now, but I've seen some women fine. I've seen women so fine that they were so self-absorbed that they thought all they had to do was be cute.
Fine, yeah.
Because I was going to say fine is a problem too.
It is.
Oh.
Because fine, what comes with fine
Everything.
is options. You got so many options that you ain't got enough time to look at yourself and see what's wrong with you. You can't even evaluate the quality of the options you have because that external fineness keeps that line coming.
And I would add, even if that woman is, that's if a woman's confident enough to understand her fineness, quote unquote. But I also think that fineness could be a cesspool, a breeding ground for that toxic insecurity. Because what I find, some of the finest bitches are the ones like, do I look all right? How is my hair? What is it? Is it all right? It's like, I know bitches like they daddy put them on a pedestal and the mama's at the bottom just shaking that shit.
Right.
But
Like,
most
you
bad
gonna wear your
bitches
hair
know
like
they
that,
bad
you know,
bitches.
it's just
Right.
like-
But
Right.
that don't set them free though, Corey. Again,
They not out here. They like in the jungle. The giant, he hunts the gazelle. He hunt everything. They out here for you to hunt. But you can't bring that shit home.
Well,
If you bring a monkey home and you a lion, your cubs gonna be out here jumping around instead of kicking ass like they supposed to. Your little lion cubs gonna be, you get what I'm saying?
I do, but there again are different ways to, I guess, assess beauty and value. Halle Berry is as cute as a speckled pup under a spotted wagon.
I'm gonna run up out of here.
Yeah.
Say some more
Hell, we
shit.
got a million of them. We'll never run out of them. You need to write a contrast book of description.
A speckled pup under.
A spotted wagon.
A contrast book of description. What you got to say about that Me Too bitch? That bitch ugly with makeup on. That spray paint makeup normally hide a bitch face, not that bitch face.
I have
That's the ugliest bitch I ever saw.
I have seen a woman look just like her.
That's the ugliest bitch I ever saw, Bob.
She ain't counting on that. She counting on other dimensions. I've seen women look just like her,
Look at that bitch right there.
have a Billy D. Williams looking boyfriend who was down with her. It ain't the rule, but I've seen it.
That
But-
nigga just got out. That nigga still got his plastic bag
Bruh.
with his clothes in it.
Bruh, I got a partner of mine, got a woman that looks like that woman. They've been together for 30-something
That
years.
nigga still got the number written on his hand.
Now, he never been to jail. But back to that Halle Berry syndrome. I've seen a lot of beautiful women be ugly inside.
Yeah.
So ugly they
Yeah.
can't keep a man. And they always attract that bottom feeding ass nigga.
Yeah.
I've seen that happen many, many times. It happened to Dorothy Dandridge. Man, them niggas was knocking her out every time she turned around, man.
Dorothy Dandridge?
Yeah,
Ooh.
man. She got sluggoed so many times, man. She thought she was a bat. I'm telling you. So, it's just a mess, man.
What do you mean she got slugger? What happened?
Talk to us, Bobby.
She did not handle being beautiful. Everybody don't like being stared at and objectified. And that comes with being beautiful. People look at you like you in a frame.
Right.
You're untouchable. Oh, can I touch you? Don't nobody want to really be treated like that. But if you're that fine, you will run into that situation enough time that you don't know what you really want in a person. Because you done got sick of people coming up to you and looking at you like you in a museum or some motherfucking shit. It's just one of the side. I just believe in balance in life. I done seen little bitty midget men with fine women. It's obvious they pockets are
Got
straight.
money, yeah.
Okay, and every now and then you'll run into a Frankie Beverly. Frankie ain't much
Who's he?
time. Frankie Beverly and Maze.
Hey, man.
I know what you're saying, but
What I'm saying is he's the exception. Frankie is cool in himself. He ain't worried about looking up at folk because he knows why people love him is the music that he put out there.
Right, he
that
is the
brings
most
people
confident
together.
man
That's what
in
I'm saying.
America because this nigga on concert without a voice.
Still
That's
getting
some
paid.
I'ma leave, nigga.
reassured motherfucking shit. Because this nigga holding the mic toward the crowd. Y'all seen this shit.
And they do. and they know
This nigga had a
every.
concert and didn't sing.
A nonverbal.
What the fuck? This nigga worse than Lord of Hill.
Because he earned that from us. Because when he had a voice, he gave it to us, man. And it wasn't just the words. The words are our soundtrack. Joy and pain.
Yeah.
After the morning after, that man made songs that you know well enough that you don't give a fuck that he can't sing no more. Because he did that song about Marvin Gaye, man, and everything about him is spiritual, and he got an aura. Otherwise, you would walk out of that show. He been singing without a voice for at least 10 years now. And
Damn.
he's still charging top dollar and selling out all over the country because
Singing without a voice.
it came back to him, man. The love he put out, it came back to him. He the only entertainer I've ever seen that ain't had a voice and still singing.
With one album.
He's put an album out in 30 years.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to Mansions. This is the ultimate man cave show on Dash Talk X on Dash Radio. I'm Zoe Williams. This is our special Wednesday edition where the men come in and really speak the real shit without filter. And we talk about, what's happening in the black community in terms of relationships, in terms of economics, in terms of politics. Listen, we are broadcasting live through my YouTube channel. We got nearly 1,700 people in the box watching right now. I want to shout out to YouTube folks. Everybody that's in there right now, hit the like button, hit the share button. I'm going to open up the phone lines in about 30 seconds. We're going to take a quick music break. When we come back, the phone lines are open. We want to get your opinion. I really want to hear from women who have heard what we said and are bold enough to either agree, disagree, add on, build, destroy, whatever. Ladies, don't be afraid to call in. The number to dial is 323-230-40.
Don't lie.
Don't do that. Don't lie, because we will call you out on it. Again, want you guys to call in, want you guys to share your opinion. We'll be back in 2.2 seconds. I'll holla.
You know, Corey, one of the things that I want to just be just straight up about, beauty is truly in the eyes of the beholder. See, let me just put it to you.
You just gotta fight with my woman over something trivial you told. You really had confrontation, and if the shit I said really was wrong. So I think she get it from my mama. The bitterness passed down from old. When I'm calling out of trauma, she too defensive to listen, I'll call soul. I got problems. You have the type of advice that I need. I didn't get to room to mention simply. It was for another time that I need. It's when you're working or being so lazy. It's the time so different, so make it more easy. So I figured I'd call it her. So I laid down mercy. I got friends in me.
But what these bitches don't never show up. They whole life, they ain't never showed up. I know you know what I'm talking about. There's niggas out here who I know, say ass niggas, they don't never show up. Doors open. And they all look a certain way. But we have been time to acknowledge that. These motherfucking people, they are people who hypnotize the average mind by how they look.
That's true. I ain't gonna argue with that.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna argue with that.
The beautiful
Ladies and
ones
gentlemen.
always match the picture.
The beautiful ones always smash the picture. Always, every time.
Yeah?
Caller, you're on the line. What's your name? Speak on it. Yes, what's up? Oh, shit.
Well,
This is Taurus from Atlanta. Here we go.
sound like wait on it. My bad.
There it is. And me. Okay, well, speak on it. I don't. Really? Wait a minute. Did you start your shit off by saying it sounds like I hate black women, but tell me what I'm supposed to do? Wait, hold on one second. Did you call in? Hold on. Did you hear the beginning of the show, or you just popped in? So did you hear all of the prefaces of some but not all? And did you hear the balance when I said there are men out there too? Didn't we say this go for both genders? Oh, so you gonna cut out part of my contextual point just to make up a fairy tale beef? You one of them crazy motherfuckers we talking about.
She chose it for a reason.
Exactly.
She chose that side for a reason.
Exactly.
She don't know. I bet she don't never know what you talking about. You ever been in a conversation with a woman like that?
Hell yeah.
They don't know what you talking about. Well, tell me what I'm supposed to do. Yeah, you know what you gonna do. You know what you gonna do. Come get this money for this work, girl. Quit playing.
I know you are. I got this paper though. Come get this paper for the work. I got you.
Paper. I
I don't believe it.
I do. Well, believe it. Believe it. So, Zoe, tell me, what are we as black women supposed to do?
Now, listen. Did you call in to listen to me or admonish
Yes, of
me
course
for
I
some
did.
shit I didn't do?
I'm going to listen to it. Tell me. Just tell me.
All right.
Putting you on the spot.
Now, I'm not going to be on the spot. You understand me? I ain't going to be on the spot. I swear to God. You clearly haven't. Wait a minute. Let me. Hold on. Goddammit. You going to hold on or I'm going to drop you. Now, hold on.
No, she thinks she speak for all black women though. That's the problem, though.
All I know
Shut up,
is.
Corey. I speak for myself.
This all I know.
I can tell.
This all I know. What we did on this show, we outlined 3 things. I asked it 2 different occasions. We outlined 3 things on what men should look for in a woman. You said, hold on, pimp. You said you heard the whole show.
I did.
Name 2 of the things BlackPedro said.
BlackPedro said, don't take, he said something about when the guy's consistent, appreciate that.
Consistency, appreciating consistency in a man. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, no. But BlackPedro, when you said that, the one thing that I thought about is because when he's consistent in the other things, the one thing that he's inconsistent in are what's important.
Well, I mean that's just personal. But what I'm asking you to do is just understand that when a man is consistent in that behavior, that's him at his best trying to show you the love the way he knows how to.
Okay.
And so accept that. I'm a little confused by your question about how do we get into your good graces? How do black women get into our good graces? I don't even think that's what we were talking about. Like we love y'all. We trying to figure out how to get into yours, because I think, a lot of these men out here feel like we can't win for losing. So that, I'm confused by your question. Like, you're in our good graces.
Wait, let's do it another way. We lost her. See, she ran away. Because I was going to throw her right to Corey.
She don't want me.
I was going to throw her right to Corey.
That is my type. I destroy them.
Ladies, don't be afraid to call in. The number to dial is 323-230-4610. Caller, you're on the line. What's your name and where you calling from?
Hi, my name is Dana. I'm calling from Tarzana.
What up, Dana from Tarzana? What's the deal?
Hey, how are you? I'm so glad that she hung up. Oh, my God, she's so crazy. I can't believe you keep encouraging her. I cannot believe you keep encouraging her, Zoe. She will never be satisfied, but I didn't call to talk about her.
She will call back to respond to you, though. Go ahead.
And she will get ate up, because I don't play.
Oh, that's Dana from Dina, my nigga. Go ahead, finish, Dana.
She don't want this. No, I'm thankful. Thank you for having this show and giving this platform. I think this is so much needed in our community and the community at large. I do like the topic. There's just so much I heard that I want to say, and I have all my thoughts in my head, and I'm sorry.
That's all right.
I'm sorry. I'm a little on pause.
You want to call back? We got time.
No.
You never, your gun is never jammed, Dana. This is the first time I've ever seen your gun jam.
You know what, though? But when you're in the presence or you hear real men stand up and they stand on it, then we should be at pause. Because we do have a place and we do have a lane. And American society has taught us that we don't. That we can leverage black men and still get what we want. And that's not true. It's a lie. It's a fallacy.
I love it, Dana. I love it.
Leverage black men. Damn, that's a concept for your ass.
I love it, Dana. Shit, keep going. You got some more?
I might have some more, but what I'm saying is, a little bit, Taurus threw me off my game a little bit with her stuff because she calls in and it's always some crazy shit and, she wants to espouse and flirt and all that stuff. And I'm just like, when are you going to get serious? So we can be serious so black women or the majority of us will not be looked at as a joke.
Wow. Okay, Dana, you got the respect of the panel. We appreciate the call.
I'm just saying that, and I don't mean to put her out there. I mean, I should be in solidarity.
She out there now.
Everybody is not going to make it.
She ain't going to make it.
Need to fall off can fall off faster so we can get to the point and be about business.
Damn. Thank you, Dana. We appreciate the call.
Right, you guys have a good evening. I'll continue to listen.
All right. Damn. Dana came for her. Caller, you're on the line. What's your name and where you calling from?
So did you hang up on me again?
You remind me of that girl you used to have on your show called Tiffany.
Corey, go ahead and handle this.
No, I'm talking to you, though.
I'm throwing you to Corey now. Because you don't listen. So I'm finna send in the cleaner.
Show attention. Have you ever seen her, Zoe?
I've never seen her, Corey.
I know how to deal with a guy like Corey. I'm talking to you.
Corey.
What was that girl you used to call up to the
I hear obesity.
Corey, I am Taurus from.
What was that
I
girl
like
name?
to call and give no grief.
I hear obesity.
What did he say?
I hear it. I could be wrong, but I think there's obesity in this phone conversation.
No, darling, no.
I done heard a lot of shit, but
There ain't.
you said you heard.
I hear obesity.
You hear? No, you don't hear that. You don't hear that. So come with something else. Come with something else.
No, okay. If you said it's not, then I believe you.
Okay, come with something else.
Are you related to Candy Bar Brown?
No, I am not.
Oh,
I know
I'm
who
just
Candy
checking.
Brown is from today. I've been listening to
Okay.
y'all.
Oh shit!
Oh shit! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Now, can we get back to my conversation I'm trying to have with you?
Okay,
guys?
so what's your point?
Please.
My point is, I am like tired of this beat up on the black woman shit.
Did we beat up on you, or did we share our unfiltered beliefs about certain things that happen within relationship in our community?
Okay. See, you make it hard for me to want to be in a relationship with the black.
How can somebody make it hard for you?
I don't even know you. How did I make it hard for you?
I hear obesity. I hear it. I'm telling you. I bet you if it could all be revealed,
You need to
obesity is a problem. That is the problem.
Because Corey's getting on my nerves right now.
I know it's making you mad because you didn't know I can hear it. I hear obesity.
You don't hear obesity.
You remember that old saying, a hit dog will holler? Why do you personalize what is being said if it does not fit you?
She's trying to claim all black women, but we just had a woman who didn't claim her.
We just heard from a woman who fucking bigged us up for letting women peek in on how we think. She listened to the panel and extrapolated some positivity. You extrapolate negativity because you's a negative motherfucker.
She'll be ready to quit. But, look. No, but I'm dead serious.
I hear obesity.
You give a hard time about dating white men.
You say so. You need to stop the us and the we stuff. Like we've said a million times. We're not talking about the same. And not all black women are dating white men. And I don't give a shit if a sister dates.
We don't
other.
speak. Listen, bro. She is a fan of this show. She knows the rules. She knows what Sumbanal means. She just wants to call in and cause strife. She is the bringer of hell in her life.
Take a picture of your couch pillows and send it to the show. It's gonna tell everything that needs to be said.
She is the Lucifer of her own life.
No, I have been told I'm the spawn of Lilith, though.
Spawn was a demon. Okay, we gotta go. We got other callers. All right, I love you. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
God damn. Shit. Caller, you're on the line. Jesus. Hopefully the phone lines will fill up so she can't get back in. Caller, you're on the line. Caller, you there? Let's drop him.
Hello?
All right. What's up, man? Did I drop him? I think I dropped him. All right. Should have answered when I talked to you. Caller, you're on the line. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, what's going on, Zoe? It's Ted from Jersey.
Yeah, what up?
What's going on, brother? I'm going to, grab one of the older brother's talking points. And his point is always about architects and builders. We have lost the builders of our society.
Right.
Because the women are drawing up horrible plans.
Wow.
I love it.
See, Big Mama had a plan for where she was going to leave everything and how everything was going to go. And Pop or Big Daddy or whoever it was, the man of the house, he went out and he made what she wanted a reality.
Mm-hmm.
So now we got all these so-called alpha men, because there ain't a whole lot of real alpha men out here. Because they're not building nothing.
Right.
They're not building nothing. See, you go all the way back to ancient Egypt. We built the pyramids. You know, we built some of the greatest monuments on the planet Earth. We built this country. but we not building no families no more because we trying to grab white talking points and we want to present this image of success that's a white male patriarchy, and it has nothing to do with what we brought all the way through slavery.
Well, that's what we
love one another and care for each other.
Brother, let me stop you for a second. You just said something that was profound. You got to remember, the black man and woman of America is just that. We are broken orphans. Right? We are broken orphans. And what we try to do is rebuild a family construct around our oppressors' families.
Right.
Do you see the dysfunction in that pursuit, in that aspiration? We're broken orphans, man. Go ahead.
No, absolutely. You're 100% right. I mean, we sit on TV and watch these sandals commercials, all these white people having fabulous times on vacations without realizing that we ain't got no money.
Wow.
You know, we watch these celebrities riding around in Bentleys, so we're going to go out here and we're going to become dope dealers, hustlers, pimps, pushers, whatever we can to try to get that car, because now that's what our woman is putting out there. That's her architecture. You see what I'm saying? This is what she wants to be associated with. This is the success. You know, Corey said that, you know, there's some brothers that could just show up and get in because they beautiful. But that's because they personify image. You know, the beautiful person, the good looking person, but, you know, like the brother said, you know, it's plumbers out here that never be broke.
Right.
I myself am a truck driver, and I've been doing that for the last 20 plus years, and I've never made less than $100,000.
Look at that. You better not put your
but they
resume
don't
out there. Lot will be right at your bumper, like
right. Hey, so I want to ask the brother then, like when you hollering at ladies or whatever, and you tell them you're a truck driver, what kind of response do you get?
Well, I'm one of the lucky ones. I'm married to a sister that, you know, understood the vision.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And I got two daughters that respect that, you know, so much so that, you know, one of my daughters now wants to be a truck driver.
Oh, damn, there you go.
You know,
but that shows the importance of finding a woman who is in line with your vision. You know what I'm saying?
And my wife bought my first truck.
Wow, look at that.
You understand what I'm saying?
See?
She understood my vision and she sold into it, and now we reaping the benefits of that.
So watch this, brother. That's like Denzel's wife fixing his teeth. Because she knew.
Yeah, because she knew he was a great actor.
And she knew he was a great actor. Now, peep game. Let me give you an example of leadership. I'm not with the mother of my two oldest children. I'm not with her. Recently, last November, I got initiated into this African religion. And it's really not a religion, it's a philosophy. Right?
Okay. You went to Africa and did it?
No. They came. They were here and did it in Los Angeles.
Okay.
I tell her I'm gonna be going to this little event. We got a ritual going on. Get your things. Get my daughter together. I'm bringing y'all. She goes, all right. Because she understand I ain't about no bullshit when it comes to philosophy, when it comes to spirituality. And she's like, if that nigga involved, I can't do nothing but respect it because of the philosophy he done brought in to these children. You get what I'm saying? Right. So we show up, they like, oh, okay, there goes Zoe, there go his people. Let's pray for them. Do you see what I'm saying? She might not understand what the fuck it is. She ain't read book the first. But she go, if he fucking with it, I'm fucking with it. And we don't agree on everything, but she understands that I don't fuck around when it comes to that spiritual shit. She respects that. And that's the one thing she allowed in this relationship as it moved away, as we moved away from each other. She says, whatever direction that man is pointing them kids in, I'm a gangbang for that. That's respect. And a lot of men don't have that in their households. That's why it's difficult for them to value women. Right?
Well, let me share this with you. I just I'm in the process of I'm getting ready to stop truck driving, and I'm in the process of buying a farm in North Carolina. And my wife was like, "We're getting ready to start farming." I'm like, "Yeah, because we consume 20% more food than we eat, so we need to be producing food."
There you go.
You know, the number one, we sending all our kids to tech, but the number one sector of tech, number one growing sector in tech is in agriculture. So my grandson is going to North Carolina A&T.
Okay.
Right.
He don't get no choice. That's what he's doing.
Right.
Because he got a farm that he got to take over.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
We give our kids too many options, and ain't nobody got no vision, and ain't nobody trying to build nothing.
Hey, brother, let me just say this, man. I appreciate your call. We got to move on. Phone lines is crazy right now. Thank you for chiming in, good brother.
No problem, bro.
All right. This is the Mansion series. We in here turned up right now. It's real conversations going on. I know a lot of motherfuckers out there is butthurt, but fuck it. You want a real man, you got to have real conversation. Ladies, if you want a real man, you got to have real conversation. A lot of relationships is built on fairy tales, lies, projections, masks, all types of bullshit. You want a real relationship, you got to have real conversation. Who wants to have real conversation? Call us right now. We're on the line. The number to dial is 323-230-4610. This is the Mansion series. Get at me right now. Caller, you're on the line. What's your name and where you calling from? Caller, you're on the line. What's your name and where you calling from?
It's Eric from Mississippi.
What up, pimp?
Man, what's going on with y'all, man? I just want to let y'all know, man, I appreciate what y'all doing on the show. And my 3 reasons as to why I feel like women could do better is in the areas of submissiveness, loving themselves, and just being resilient in life.
Ooh.
And I mean,
resilient in life. Hey, Taurus, are you listening to this man? This motherfucker giving up good advice from Mississippi now. Go ahead, finish your thought, brother.
That bitch laying on a mattress.
And I mean, I'm 26 years old, so, you know, this is coming from my, 26-year-old perspective. And I mean, when a woman has to know when she sees a man, you know what I'm saying? Because just like women know they can see a man also knows when he is dealing with an insecure woman. So she has to come with strength within herself to recognize the type of man that she dealing with.
That's right. That's right. Hey, man, I appreciate the call. Thank you for reaching out, bro.
Alrighty.
All right. That's good shit. Caller, you're on the line. What's your name? Where you calling from? Caller, you got to turn your living room down. Hey, turn it down.
Yeah,
you're on the line.
All right. Hello?
Yeah, you live, brother. You on the air.
Oh, okay. Hey, what's up? Hey, man, salute to you, Zoe, 5150. Salute to Bobby, OG Bobby, and brother Pedro. But what I'm calling about is I'm on exactly what Bobby talking about with the growing your own food and building, and I know that one of the last brothers said, ain't no more builders, but bro, we out here. It's just we just need y'all to show up, like, you know what I mean, and that's really the thing is getting people to actually show up when it's time to put in that work.
That's a good point, man. We appreciate the call. Thank you, brother.
Hey, can you put my movement out there?
What is your movement? Tell us right now.
Neighborhood_orchards. We build, we create free food for the community. We take abandoned lots, turn them into things for the community. Everything, all the produce, everybody eat free. And the plan is to build these everywhere around California, especially in our communities. But
where you at?
The plant.
What city?
Huh?
What city?
In the Bay, in Hayward.
Oh yeah,
Bay Area. Area.
Yeah. So just like OG Bobby was talking about, I reached out to Big U and all that. I reached out to Vector 90. I reached out to a bunch of different places, but it's really getting the especially black males. We need black males to be seen out there digging, putting in work. I mean, like, our health is really our wealth. Our health is our minds. Our health is our bodies. Once we change those things, we change the conditions of our community.
Wow.
So
wow. Good work, man. I appreciate it. One more time, brother.
We don't need a thank you. We just need the support. We just need you to show up.
That's why you got to listen to me while I'm talking to you, brother. Listen. I'm asking you to give out that information one more time. Shit.
Yeah.
It's on Instagram, neighborhood_orchards or neighborhoodorchards.com. And I mean, if you ain't getting down with this one, build your own, because the plan is to have these everywhere, especially in our communities. But we just need people to actually show up and put in that work.
There you go, brother. I appreciate it.
You'll be hearing from me, man.
That's good shit.
Salute to all y'all.
Thank you, fam. Appreciate that.
Thanks.
Wow. A lot of brothers, man. A lot of brothers doing it. You know what? To me, that's an example of what black women say doesn't exist. How many times you heard ain't no good men? How many times have you heard the scarcity rhetoric? You know, I would be different if there was some good men, and I can't find.
I was like that image of that he put out there of men digging dirt, digging ditches, planting stuff. Like, I'm like, women these days don't see that as that thing that
they see that nigga as dirty.
Yeah, as motherfucking dirty.
This nigga dusty.
He might own that farm. He might be providing the produce for half the community. They don't give a fuck about that. That nigga got on overalls. That shit went out in the 90s.
Let me dress you, nigga. Go ahead. Go ahead, Corey.
Like the stuff you said about women and what they say about people. Like, what'd you say, Zoe? They be like, if this or
right. If this nigga had his shit together, this nigga, you think he a Mexican. Right. Let's just look at the stereotypes. Mexicans pick fruit. Yeah. Usually, this nigga's doing bad. You don't know if this nigga owned the goddamn farm. Yeah. We had a farmer calling this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Talk to him, Corey.
No, what I'm saying is I'm giving advice to the brothers as they trying to make it in this world without being around a father. Because it's stuff that you just don't get, and it's not your mother's fault necessarily, but I'm saying she can't tell you this stuff. You need to learn this stuff from somebody who's been around. Don't ever listen to no bitch who ain't never been nowhere. When they say what they can't and what ain't and all that, let that go in one ear and come out the other. A woman who has been at least away from where she was born has seen other things. So if you're dealing with a bitch who only saw the small part of the world she grew up in, it's really hard to take anything she say seriously.
Let me give you the flip of that, Corey. God damn.
You know what I'm saying, Joe?
I got a homeboy that I've known since I was 12. We homies. This nigga 48. A week ago was the first time this nigga ever got on a plane.
Yeah.
Now, Bobby, you know what kind of niggas we roll with. We roll with some niggas, some high level niggas. I brought the homie around. And again, he a naturally smart motherfucker. So he want to talk around certain people. I pulled him to. I said, "Hey man, shut the fuck up. You ain't experienced enough. You don't know enough, and you don't know these niggas I brought you around. Just sit the fuck over there and observe, homie." You know, this is a male version of what Corey is talking about in the female. So that the ladies in here don't think we banging. So it's one side. I told him, be quiet and listen to the game that I surrounded you with around. Just listen. You're not here to talk about, because soon as you say some fuck shit, they gonna look at me. This your nigga, ain't it? You brought this motherfucker through this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying, Corey? So again, Corey right about that. So where you been? What have you experienced?
What have you read?
What have you read? You understand?
And you know what makes it so bad? What Bobby just said, reading, it is important. But ain't nothing like being somewhere and having to figure it out there.
Yeah.
That turns you into something.
Right.
I tell people all the time who asked me about this and the comedy shit. I'm like, well, get out your comfort zone. Be somewhere where you don't know what the fuck gonna happen, because then you either gonna fall or rise. You gonna make the best of it. Mm-hmm. That's the only thing worth going to college, if you ask me, to be away from where you supposed to live. Now, if your mama them sending your money taking care of you, that shit kind of handicaps you in learning how life really works. Mm-hmm. But I'm just saying, when you face this world again, I say again because when you grow up, your parents help you, give you a little piece. But when you from Detroit, I'm from Chicago, you from motherfucking Tennessee. Zoe, you got roots in Tennessee.
I'm from Tennessee too.
Well, I'm saying I know Zoe travels. He's seen other things.
Yeah, man.
It helps you understand what the fuck is going on. So when a bitch be telling me some shit about what ain't and whatever, I be like, you don't even know what the fuck is out here. Only thing you know how to do is stay in the safe zone and talk shit.
That's it. God damn. Phone lines is open, niggas. Mansions. Okay. All right, you didn't miss your opportunity, nigga. Mansions.
Yo, it was good, man.
Mansions, pick it up. Yeah, we can eat. Pick it up.
Yo, Zoe, man. Let me teach you something, man. Corey is the last king of Scotland up there, man. He's the last of the Mohicans up there, man. Let me tell you how you support white supremacy. You say the black woman is God, right?
Who said that?
Is the black
wait.
God?
Hold on. First off, hold on. First off, watch your motherfucking tone and delivery when you call in this goddamn phone line. Second off, don't take shit I ever said to you out of context, nigga. You dig? Don't say shit I said out of context. You can't have God unless you have positive and negative charge like a battery. Positive is masculine, negative is feminine, nigga. So don't call in here on some fuck shit or I'll cut you. Now get your shit right and stop sucking niggas' dicks when you call in. You dig? Alright?
I ain't sucking nobody.
Hey, get your shit right.
Well, I'll explain to you. Let me tell you how you.
But you got to come in right now.
I'm coming in right. First of all, I was coming in facetiously. I'm
all right, well, get your shit together, boy. I'll cut you off.
I was half joking. But you said before that the black woman is God. I don't know how that can be when in the U.S. the black woman looks at the government. When you get in trouble with the woman or you have an argument, most women, they're going to go with who's winning, like Corey has said. And in this society, they're going to pick the government. So if the black woman is God in that so-called context, then what does that make the government?
Is this rhetorical or can I answer?
I'm just saying, because look at it this way, and I'm going to bring the Tiffany Ram shit that happened. You had Tiffany, and you were trying to make it into something. You were doing something very noble. And what did she do? She tried to go over you, and she picked the people that, the executives or whatever that, I guess, run Dash Talk.
Wait, who is this nigga? I ain't never told nobody this.
It's in the show, bro.
Who is this nigga? Anyway,
all I know is my nigga. We got pictures of the bitch on the pole, so we don't give a fuck what the bitch talking about. So we got pictures of the bitch on the pole.
So let me tell you this, though. Let me tell you this. You taking what I said out of context. You gonna dig? Number one, black woman is God. Taking it out of context. Black men and women are the manifestation of God, and not just that. God is everything, nigga. There's no boundaries to God. God doesn't end, and we don't begin somewhere at some demarcation point. Again, we were having a discussion around a topic which meanders into a whole bunch of areas. So you could pick and choose and say, oh, Zoe said the black woman is God. But I would never say the black woman is God without her concomitant counterpart. You understand? You got to listen in stereo, nigga. Not black and white, homie. I don't even think in black and white. You got to listen in stereo. All right?
Okay.
That's number one. Number two. All right? Number two. How many motherfucking shows have I had where we call black women to task on their dick sucking of the white system of power?
No, I never said.
How many shows have I had on that?
I'm
asking you a question. I'm just asking.
I'm saying you've had.
Have you listened to those shows?
Yeah, I'm answering right now. I'm saying I've listened to a plethora of your shows, and you have said that. But you've also said, and I guess now you're explaining in whatever context.
And
now,
she is.
I've heard you
The
say
black
that.
woman is a god with us. How many times you heard me say in Egypt there was co-regency? How many times have you heard me say in Egypt the black man, the pharaoh, was the physical manifestation of Amun-Ra? But when he sat his ass on the throne in and of itself is named after a female deity, Aset, Isis. It means the throne. He can't be king unless he sits on her. How many times you heard me say that? Now get the fuck out of here. All right. I'm just tired of niggas, man.
You ain't like him.
I'm just saying, man. You can't come in here with that bullshit. This is Mansions. God damn it, this Mansions, man. I done said this shit too much. Caller, you're on the line. Caller.
Did you let him on?
Okay, well, maybe they over here. No, well, he's okay. We'll get another one. Caller, you're on the line. All right, well, fuck it then.
Hello?
Yeah, caller, you're on the line.
Hey, what it do, y'all?
You got to turn your life down. You got to turn your life down. Your life is loud, brother. Turn it down.
Is this a little bit better?
Yeah.
Already, man, already. I'd like to say peace to all y'all up there dropping that knowledge. I just got one question in the aspect of we know that when it comes to learning mechanisms and us being within the system, a lot of our learning is subconscious. And in the aspect of us trying to touch the consciousness of our women, can they utilize their consciousness to overrun the subconscious?
Sorry about that. Go ahead, brother.
Can they utilize their conscious learnings to overwrite their subconscious programming? Because the subconscious programming is reflexive, it's reactive. They don't even know that they are doing it a lot of the time. Some of them know that they're doing it, but I would say most of them don't know that they're doing it. And the fact that they can't acknowledge their detriments most of the time, that's also part of the socialization in the system that they're in, where they're continuously getting reinforced with their programming just from being in the system. So my question is, I mean, not to lead them to the wolves, but the thing is, can they really be reversed back into a more righteous state that is harmonious for being with us?
So really quickly, there's a book that I think you should get. It's called Quantum Psychology, written by Robert Anton Wilson.
Yes, sir.
It's a book of mental illusions. And it talks about social programming as soft programming. It's not hardwired genetic programming. Hardwired genetic programming can't be undone. But soft conditioning. See, Patty Hearst was kidnapped and conditioned. But after a while, she was able to overcome her conditioning. Same thing with black people. We can overcome this conditioning. We just got to have models of possibility, as Bobby speaks on. We got to have new ideas, new concepts, new ways to do things. And we got to have the freedom to dare to dream. But again, we live in a society that hates our dreams. Our dreams look like nightmares to them. So they create a monstrous society that is designed to suppress your creative process. That's what it is. Thank you for the call, man. I appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, man.
It's people out here who have the ability to show you something different.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
If you're willing to listen.
Oh, yeah.
And after you have been shown something different, especially when you know it's right, it just takes your discipline to become what you know you need to become.
Look at that. Yeah. Yeah.
Because I have been shown shit that I know this is something that is life-changing. This is something that can make my time on this planet a whole lot better than it'd be without it. It's just the discipline. You can't have your ears closed to people who are doing real things in the world. Man.
Right.
And you run across them people. When you know motherfuckers doing, I ain't talking about saying, I'm talking about doing real things. See what the fuck they about.
Right.
Because you might learn something just by being in their presence.
Corey, where you performing next, man? We got to wrap it up. Where you at next,
On
bro?
my way to Hartford, Connecticut, Friday and Saturday. Thursday, we're going to stop through Albany, New York, at the little comedy clubs out there, the Funny Bones out there. So y'all all on the East Coast,
come get the knowledge this weekend.
Man, beautiful shit. Hey, BlackPedro.
Yes, sir.
Where do they find you, bro?
Make sure you follow me first on Instagram at BlackPedro. And then if you're in LA, you can catch me tomorrow night. That's Thursday, 9:30 p.m. at the Improv in Hollywood.
Bobby Glanton-Smith.
I'm passing my moment to Adonijah. Please Google ADONIJAH food forestry.
That's Bobby's first time spelling in Hebrew, but it's fine. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. This was Mansions. We appreciate it. Thank you for chiming. Everybody hit the like button, the share button. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We're going to try to keep it going every Wednesday. Mansions. You know how we do on The Voice of Reason. I'll be back Friday with another slapper with the ladies. We'll talk then. Deuces.
All right.
Oh! Yeah. Go, better go.